Hi, this is Nathan here. In this video, I want to talk to you about 12 possibility thinking facts. The reason why you need to be positive and you don't just turn away ideas when something good comes to you, you need to think through it and decide how you are going to do it. Now, I grabbed these things from Robert Schuller from his book, Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Always Do. Now, if you're really tough, when there are tough times, you are going to last. But if you are not tough and tough times comes your way, you fizzle away. So the 12 points are very salient in you becoming who you have to be and what you have to do in your life. So let's get on to the four first point, which says that never reject a possibility because you see something wrong with it. Now, if you see something wrong with a possibility thinking, an idea, or something that has been brought your way, don't reject it just because you feel there is something slightly wrong with it. I believe you need to investigate and turn it around and see that thing that is wrong with that possibility thinking. Is it possible for you to isolate it and deal with it later? The fact that there is something wrong doesn't negate the whole lump sum of opportunity. So if there is a need and there's a way that you can separate the negativity from that which is embedded, the possibility aspect that is embedded in that opportunity, you need to look at it critically and do likewise. Make sure you separate the two, ring fence the negativity and deal with the possibility, and then see how you can eventually deal also with the negativity. So never turn down an idea just because you feel there is something slightly wrong with it. The second point also said that never reject a possibility because you won't get the credit. Now, many a times we want to reject the possibility because oh, this thing, right? When I do it, am I the one who is going to be credited? Because you are not the one, you want to turn the opportunity down. But I can tell you that it is always good to embed yourself in an opportunity. Sometime in the immediate, you may not get the positivity, you may not get that applause, you may not get that extolment. But I tell you, with time, people know what you have done, and the benefit will finally come to you. So never reject any opportunity because the benefit or probably the praise is not coming to you. That's number two. Now let's jump on to the third one. The third one says that never reject an idea because it's impossible. How many times have we said something is impossible, yet we realize that as you go deeper and you deal well with it, it eventually becomes possible. Now, for so long a time, for so many years, it was believed that it is not possible to fly. Yeah, but two brothers prove us wrong because when they even attempted to fly, their father told them that, look, if God really wants you guys to fly, He will put wings on your back. But what do we see today? Now planes are flying. Initially, it looks an impossibility, but the two brothers were able to break that rule and they were able to make it possible. Now, for so long a time, the 100-meter race was thought that no, it can never go beyond two digits. Just below 2 digits. But Hussein Bolt was able to prove people wrong, and since then, many people are still breaking the record. So anything that comes your way, never say it's impossible. I mean, have time, take time, and go deep into it, and you realize that deep down, that same thing that looks as if it's an impossibility, there is always a way that can be created. I'm gathering these things from Robert Schuller, one of the most accredited writers in times of hold. Number four says that never reject a possibility because your mind is already made up. Now, a made up mind, it's somebody who decide that, look, this thing I've decided on it, I'm not going to do anything about it again. Now that means your mind is made up, but leave room for consideration. In situations where you have made a decision, our minds are made up based on an information, something that somebody has told us, or an information we gather from somewhere. But let me tell you, truth shifts. Today, what is true today may not be true tomorrow. So that ideology that you have, that idea that you had out of a circumstance or an experience may not be prevalent today. So leave room, and reconsider and make sure that you are not rejecting a possibility because your mind is already made up. Be flexible and you have the benefit. The fifth point says that never reject an idea because it's illegal. Now, this may sound a bit paradoxical because you say, well, if the thing is illegal, why do I even need to attempt it in the first place? But people were able to even fight the law and get rules changed. So initially, it may look as if it's illegal, but as they fight and they are able to move within the echelons of governance and all that, you realize that something that seems to be an illegality can be transformed into a positivity. So don't just give up, even if it is illegal. The sixth point says that never reject an idea because you don't have the money, manpower, muscle, or minds to achieve it. No? So we just look at an idea and we feel that, well, oh, I can't do this because I don't have the money. I can't do this because I'm not strong enough. I can't do this because I don't have what it takes. I don't have that knowledge. I don't have that wisdom. Anything is acquirable. Most of the time, what really puts us down is the money that goes into it. Most people have rejected their dream opportunity because they feel they don't have the money. But let me tell you something. Anytime an idea is good, there are millions of people out there who needs an idea, and what they have is the money. So don't reject an idea just because you don't have the money. Share it with somebody. Let somebody get to know that, oh, there is this fabulous opportunity, but all I need is the money. There are tons of people who have the money and they are looking for opportunities to pair them up with, and that will be your opportunity. And don't say, I'm not strong enough, I don't have the muscle. There are others who also have the muscles and they don't know what to do with it. So it's always trying to leverage on somebody, because whatever you don't have, don't let that put you down, but try to leverage. The word is leveraging. So you realize the opportunity, you realize it's fantastic, you know it can bring transformation, but you may not have one or two things. There are others who also have it, but they do not have the opportunity that you have. So try always to leverage and don't put down an opportunity because you don't have money, you are not strong enough, you don't have the ideas, or you don't have what it takes to get it done. Pair up with somebody and these things will become a possibility. Let's look at the seventh one. It says, never reject an idea because it will create conflict. Many people are afraid of others. I mean, they can't stand toe to toe and look people in the eye and tell them what they want to do because they hate conflict. They don't want to rock the boat. But in life, if you walk through life always trying to preserve yourself, you don't want to really confront people because you just don't want to have that ability to say no to somebody, or conflict makes you cringe and you don't really want to. And I tell you, there's a lot that you may not be able to attain in life. Now, get to face the conflict. Let the person get to understand you. Let the person get to know that you have a good will and what you are doing is good for mankind and for everybody. Now, anywhere there is disagreement is because two people are not understanding each other. When you communicate and you get each to understand each other, you realize that what seems to be a conflict from the beginning is nothing at all, and you can easily deflect it and get your way going. So anytime there's an opportunity and you believe when you step into it, it may create conflict with somebody, go to that person and then have a tete-a-tete with the person. And I can tell you that by the time you are finishing through, maybe he will understand you, maybe he will not, but you have done your best to make sure you clear the air. Now, the eight says that never reject an idea because it's not your way of doing things. You know, a lot of us are set up in our minds. I mean, we have our ways of doing our things, and we say that, look, as for me, this is the way I do my thing. I mean, any other alternative is outside for me. And so a big thing may land on your lap, but you say, no, it is not the way I do my things. That can you be flexible a bit, be amiable? I'm telling you that opportunities will come, but there are times when we need to turn and twist ourselves a little just to fit into it. You may violate a little principle, you may cause yourself to do what you have never done before, but all in the favor of being blessed and blessing mankind as well. So you need to adjust. Don't just say, don't be robotic. I mean, like, oh, this is the way I go about life. Life changes, new things are coming, transformations are coming every day. So be adaptable, be malleable, and be able to adopt new things. Change a little of your way just to adapt to new systems that is coming. Somebody will tell you, well, me, I type with a typewriter and I've done it all these years. So computer has come, but he says that, look, that's not my way of doing things. I'm good with the paper in a typewriter and I can whack my way through. So now, Lord, what I'm trying to say, you are retrogressing. You are acting in the past. You can't be current, and people will not see you as somebody who is adaptable. And for that matter, opportunities are going to miss you. So be adaptable. So the next point says that never reject an idea because it might fall. It might fall. Yes. What do you mean by that? Probably you feel, oh, this thing may not hold, and this thing may fall. I mean, anytime you touch it, maybe it may not stand, it may not have that energy or that strength to be able to be what it has to be. But it says never reject an idea, even though you think so. I mean, delve into it, go deeper, and then find out what are the activities, what are the reasons, why do you think it may fall? Can I get a diverse opinion? Is it possible to consult somebody to see if it can get it to stand? All these are possibility. It makes you a better possibility thinker. The number 10 says that never reject an idea because it's sure to succeed. I mean, this point makes it becomes amazing to me because if the thing is sure to succeed, why are you rejecting it? So I wouldn't even spend more time elaborating on this point because the thing is about to succeed. Why do you want to put it down? I mean, just for the mere fact that it will succeed. Brother, go for it. And then let's stand by you and we'll praise you. Now let's look at this. This is the 10. So let's see what the 12 point says. I think somewhere embedded in this, well, I think it's only 10 points. I think it ends on a 10th point, and then it starts the philosophy of thinking, counting to 10. So that's the 10 points that I want to talk to you about. That these are the 10 things that a positive thinker must do in the face of opportunities. And I want you to grab this, work with it, run with it, and make sure that anytime something comes into your domain, weigh it within these points that I've shared with you. And I believe your life would always be better and much easier. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.